Okay, what's good at YouTube? It's your boy Crazy Chris back in the building. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. As y'all know, they posing at the 100,000 people lost their lives on planes in America since planes been invented, I guess, and from plane accidents. Now they're going to try to invent a parachute that's on the plane, like for a plane get ready to crash. It'll send some type of signal to a parachute where it'll lift the back of the plane where all the passengers at, like while the whole plane where all the passengers at, it lift it off and detach itself from the cockpit, basically, and make a safe landing. And then it got floaters on the bottom and stuff. It's a video. I can show y'all more about it. Check the video out.
If an airplane is about to crash for any reason, it's almost impossible for the passengers on board to survive. Whether it's business class or economy, passengers are not given parachutes. This is the reason over 100,000 people have lost their lives in plane crashes so far. But now, this could soon change, as an engineering team is working on detachable airplane technology. In this design, the airplane will be structured in such a way that in any emergency situation, the passenger section will detach from the rest of the plane. After this, with the help of 2 advanced parachutes, the passenger cabin can be safely landed on any water or land surface. In this way, passengers will be able to survive without any harm. What do you think about this design? Share your thoughts in the comments and follow for more valuable content.
Now y'all see that, man? Now why couldn't they come up with this about 50 years ago, even 20 years ago, before all these people died? You know what I'm saying? America, they been knew they had this type of technology. They been had that. Now they trying to put parachutes on planes now. It took this year, it took these many people to die. Back in January, y'all know all that stuff was going on with the planes. If all that stuff wasn't going on with the planes back in January, they wouldn't even be thinking and considering nothing about no parachuting planes and stuff. But before this year even happened, a couple years ago, I was like, because I'm scared of flying. I fly, don't get me wrong, I fly, but I be paranoid because of all the turbulence and stuff. I used to be like, they should give all the passengers parachutes and stuff like that. And man, don't take a rocket science to learn how to pull a parachute, you know what I mean? And give a quick little 5-minute session before the plane take off about how to use a parachute in case of an emergency, in case everybody got to jump out the plane before crashing into the water and stuff like that, before he crashed into land. You know what I'm saying? Man, this year they had planes crashing in the hood, crashing into Philadelphia, in the middle of the city. Usually when you hear about a plane crash, it be in the wilderness, in the middle of nowhere, in the ocean, the water, somewhere in the woods. Man, this year planes was crashing in the hood. Like, what the hell? It was crashing into the middle of Philadelphia, in West Philadelphia, born and raised. Like, what the hell? Planes was just crashing everywhere. You know what I mean? Planes was crashing about in D.C., downtown D.C. All them people died. Like, they were just getting ready to get off the plane in D.C. Like, and the helicopter just so happened just to run into the plane, and the plane, like, that's crazy. Usually when plane crashes, I remember it used to be like in the wilderness somewhere, in the middle of nowhere, but now planes crash anywhere in mid-city. So, like, it's crazy out here, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on with these planes. And none of this stuff happened, like they said, until Trump fired all these people from the airport and all this, that, and the third. So, I don't know, but they should have came up with this idea. It'll save a lot of lives, I know that. And it made me feel a lot better if something was to go wrong on a plane. Now, that's different from a hijacking or something. Now, if a plane running into the building, then obviously a parachute and whatnot ain't going to save you. You know what I mean? The parachute in front of a cockpit and whatnot ain't going to save you. And a lot of people were saying, like, on the video, like, because on the video, it don't show the pilots being saved. It still show the pilots being on the cockpit crashing, but I'm pretty sure they got something for the pilots. I'm pretty sure the pilots will go back there with the passengers in case of an emergency, in case of something, if a plane do crash or something like that. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm not sure about that part, but I feel like they should have came up with this. They should have did this like 20 years ago. America, y'all know y'all wrong for this. 25 years ago. I feel like they've been had this type of technology. I feel like they've been thought of this. They just ain't want to spend the money and the resources for it. Like, they're being cheap. I don't understand why this country be so cheap and America be so cheap, and we give away free money. We literally make money. We people will win $2 and $3 billion just for guessing 5 lucky numbers. The lottery, people winning the lottery, the Mega Millions, and y'all don't spend resources in important stuff on saving people's lives. As far as planes, that's real. Like, cause I hate flying. The last time I was on a plane, I think it was real bad turbulence. I remember the first time I was on a plane, it was real bad turbulence. Now I'm looking at the other passengers. I'm looking like, yo, y'all good? Like, is it supposed to do this? I mean, I'm a man, so I don't want to look soft. You know that male ego kick in where you don't really want to look soft in front of everybody. You don't want to let everybody know that you're scared and whatnot. But I was terrified. I'm like, man, I'm on a plane like this, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, yo, I feel like we flying across rocks or something. Like, I don't know what the hell is that noise. Like, I understand what turbulence was, like, cause I never been on a plane before. You know, if you never flew before, you're not gonna really know what turbulence is. So like I never knew what turbulence was until I actually got on the plane, and I was terrified when I found out what turbulence was. And then people, like, a lady was next to me, was like, it's just a turbulence. They do this all the time. It's probably an old plane. I'm like, it's probably an old plane. Mind you, I'm flying on, I think I was flying Southwest Airlines probably. I'm not sure. That's what I usually fly. Or I probably was flying United Airlines. Either way, I don't care what airline it is. None of these, even private jets, none of these planes are safe, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't care if it's a G7, one of them new G7 jets that cost $100 million that all the rich people be flying. Them small jets be the main ones that be crashing crashing into the water and stuff. Like y'all remember back in 2014, we still don't know what happened to that flight in Malaysia. Obviously, the plane crashed into the water, into the ocean, but come on, man. That plane's still missing to this day. Like, debris been washed up on land, they said, from the Indian Ocean from back in 2014 when that flight went missing. Like, how do a whole plane go missing? That's crazy. I still think it's conspiracy behind that. It probably was some real important doctors or real important people on that plane, and then that was probably found a cure for something. Y'all know how that go. We ain't got to get into all that, but that's a whole nother story. Y'all know how that go. I mean, just like last year, that plane that went down in Brazil, it was 8 doctors on that plane that went down in Brazil. Who knows what type of cure they found? You know what I'm saying? Some of these planes be getting shot down, I'll be thinking sometimes, bro. Who knows? We don't know. We just civilians. You know what I mean? We just civilians. We don't know what's going on with these planes, man. But this year is the worst, is the most plane crashes I've ever seen in my life. And I'm pushing 40 years old. I ain't never seen many plane crashes. Just the other day, I think, it was on Southwest Airlines, plane caught fire. Anybody get hurt? Because I don't think the plane had took off. The plane had took off, so anybody get hurt. It was just it was just fire, and then all the passengers got off. And if I'm on a plane and they catch on fire, I don't care where I'm headed at, I'm canceling that trip and I'm going back home. Or if I'm like, if it's a layover or something, I'm going to catch a Greyhound or something to the rest of the way. I'm not playing. I'm dead serious. I'm not playing with my life like that. I'm catching a Greyhound. I'm catching a train. Hopefully I'm somewhere around an Amtrak or something. I'm doing something. But if I'm on a plane and they catch fire, that's a signal for me to get my black tail self up off of that plane for the rest of that day. And don't be catching no more planes. And I'm going back home. Or I'm doing something. Like, I'm not getting back on a plane if I'm on a plane to catch fire, because I'm just too paranoid. Like, I'm paranoid, bro. But anyway, man, it's your boy, bro. It's your boy, Crazy Chris, man. Be safe out here, bro. Them planes ain't right, man. Hopefully, they pass the bill where they get these planes right and they put these parachutes on these planes, man. Anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe, man. It's your boy, Crazy Chris. I'm out.